Good morning, chat. Putting some lotion on. I gotta put a shirt on. Yeah, today is currently what, Tuesday? Wednesday? I think today's Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. Oh shit. Today is Wednesday, October 22nd. Let me see. I don't even know what days it be anymore. October 22nd. Currently, I am in London. Hold on, let me fix this for you guys. I'm still getting used to the fucking ND filter. Bro, look how my brown, or like when I had blonde hair, look how it made me look like I got freaking gray hair. You probably can't see it, but yeah. Currently, I'm in London. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a tour of my spot. The guys and my assistant came over last night, so it's kind of a mess, but fuck it. Here's my room. As you can see, look, my carry-on. I only bring like my Nintendo Switch, my laptop, my phone, my iPad, and that's it when it comes to traveling. And I just buy things when I get here. So those shoes over there, no, I've been had those shoes, but I just got done taking a shower. So yeah, little cool bathroom, mini bar, hella shit in here, like hella shit in there. There's normal typical mini bar stuff in here. I don't know what's in here. A lot of like coffee stuff. What is this? I don't know. TV that I did not use this whole time. Actually, I think I played music the first night, but then I found out I had one of these. So I had one of these, which is like Bluetooth, and you can play a little bit of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is cool as fuck. We got some like some disc you can play. Hold on. I've actually never used one of these before. Let me hit one of these right quick. Pull one of these out. Hit one of these. And then hit one of these. Play some music. Or do I have to press this? Oh wait, I hear something. How the fuck does this work? I hear something, but... Bro, chat, how do I use this? Anyways, yeah, then we got the living room. So this is where everybody was at. It's a little mess, like I said. I just got some Timberlands for the first time. So as you can see here, I just got brand new Timberlands. This will actually be my first pair of ever Timberlands I've ever had in my life. So I've never got these growing up. Like growing up, I had like the fake Timberlands, and they came from Walmart, and people used to bully me all the time about it. And it was just like one of those things where it was like, fuck, like I had the Walmart version of Timberlands, and people used to bend them up and destroy them, and like it was just bad. So I never got a pair of Timberlands. And then just yesterday, this is actually my realization that I got my first pair of Timberlands ever in my life. And then I also got some Air Forces. And these are calm things. These are nothing crazy. Nothing crazy, but it was just something that I did yesterday, you know, because I'm vlogging my life. Anyways, we got the view. So me, I always go traveling, and I just want to see the city view sometimes. Like, I would say I'm a city boy at some cases, but I just really love views. So this is a good decent location in London to get a hotel. We'll pretty much buy a lot of things, and it also comes with a good view. It was a good price too. I think I paid like, I don't even remember how much I paid. I had my assistant book it, so I'm not even sure. But yeah, that is pretty much everything. It comes with like pretty much this. So this is like what you'll walk into, the living room. You'll have me right here, you know. Walk in, living room, you know, all this living room. Like I said, we had a blast last night. So look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not American. But yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, enough vlogging. Let's get to the value of everything. I wanted to make this video today to kind of like, you know, do a little rant like I do as usual. We did the tour in London, or we did like the event in London. Super successful. I actually did not know that many people would come, but you know, that, hey man, element of surprise. So with all this being said, I just want to say once again, thank you, of course. Like I'm always going to thank you guys for helping me, because I'm doing this so we can change the mindsets, or we can change the world piece by piece. The other day I asked ChatGPT, I was like, do you think it's possible? I asked ChatGPT, I said, do you think it's possible for someone to change the world through day trading? ChatGPT said, strictly the charts alone, no. But the movement and the, let's say, what you do with your trading success will always determine the impact that you make on the world. The most successful people in the world, if you think about it, are somebody that helps you in some type of way. Let's take Elon Musk, for example. You might look at it as like, oh, he's just selling a product. But, you know, I'm not going to get into the like whole scientific thing, but I'm pretty sure electric cars are the best way to go at the end of the day to save on gas, or save on natural resources, pollution, global warming, all these different things, which helps people in the long run, right? That's a massive change. Imagine if there was just only electric cars in the world, you know? So you have to really think, the more value you bring to people, the more value that you just bring to the environment in a whole, the better life becomes, or the better people become, the moods, everything is it's like a higher quality of life. So think of it this way. In America, they're having like this whole government shutdown type of thing, and like people are not going to their jobs because the environment is very bad, because people are leaving. And then you always have that one guy that shows up to work, and you know, 1 out of 20 guys don't, or 19 out of 20 guys don't show up. That person's there by himself trying to work everything and do everything. That person's in a bad mood. People that didn't even come to work are in a bad mood. Everybody's in a bad mood is what I'm saying. So my perspective on this is, in trading, it is the same way. Everybody's losing. Some people are winning. Some people are getting scammed. This and that. People just want to make money, right? People just want to make money. But we're in an environment where, like, you can easily be leached off of, or you can easily be a loser at this game. And all in all, like, I'm finna eat some Pringles while I'm talking to you guys, because I am actually hungry. I got a flight to catch in like a couple minutes, so I'm gonna have to go. But yeah, like, people, like, trading itself is so hard to get into, and so is many other businesses in this world, right? So as I'm always gonna say, why not spread the positivity and love, and spread the knowledge and bring more value to the environment, if you know the outcome is always going to be good? If everybody can make another dollar, if everybody can make an extra buck, the world could possibly be a little bit more happier than what we are now. So I just wanted to really come on here and say that whether or not you're an influencer, whether or not you're, you know, just like, if you're a normal human being, I encourage everybody to just, like, if you can, make somebody else's life easier. Provide some type of value to somebody else's life, and make somebody else's life easier. I understand that you've worked hard to get to where you're at. I understand that. But if you've worked hard and you've finally got to that destination that you want to get to, you finally got there, you know that you can be there for the rest of your life. Like, you know you're set for the rest of your life. Like me, I know I'm good for the rest of my life. I have a skill now that I know that will always be here, right? I might, like chill down later on. I might not be a LeBron anymore, but I know this skill will forever be in my head at the end of the day, right? So you're never going to lose. You're never going to lose. Like, you have a win-win situation now that you made it to that top. So now you're at a point where you have to decide if you're going to help people up or if you're just going to stay at the top. Now, I know everybody has a different opinion on the world. I know some people don't care. Some people do. But what I encourage people to do is, if you can, do it. If you know you could just give an extra hand, it could even be an extra finger to help somebody up, I encourage you to do it. Because the world we live in now, I think we pass by people. If you really think about it, we pass by people on a day-to-day basis all the time, and we don't even know their names. We don't know who they are. This could be a good or bad thing. They could be a psycho killer for all you know. But you pass people on a day-to-day basis while you're in your car, while you're at work, while you're going to the store, school. For the people that are younger, you go to school, you see all these people pass you on a day-to-day basis. And you never know what people are going through. You never know. You just never know. But it is always good to, hey, hello, I hope you're having a great. In some countries, this might not work, but it is what it is. But I encourage everybody to, if you can, when the opportunity is there, or even if you guys start making YouTube channels and vlogging your life. Like, when it comes to vlogging too, I definitely thought it was always about the perfect picture. I definitely thought it was always about the perfect picture, but it's never that. Like, it's just never that. You always just gotta film the raw, unedited, uncut videos and raw versions of your life. Because think about it, you're gonna look back on this 10 years, 20 years later and be like, dang, like, at this very moment on October 12th, 2025, this is what I was saying. And this is also a good way to track your growth. Like, this right here, I can be able to track my growth in the next 5 years and be like, dang, my mind has really evolved. As in a human being, your job is to create and evolve. You're supposed to create and evolve. So when it comes to all this, we have to make sure that everybody has that ability to be able to create and evolve as a person. Some people don't want to evolve as a person, but it's just their mindset. And that's why if every single person starts building we don't have to have the same mindset, but if our mindsets are all on the same page, the quality of life would be so much better. So my message goes out to pretty much all the traders that watch my video. I really, really want you to say, I really want you to do something for me. Like, really, really. My community, I love you guys so much because it's so much positivity. Every time somebody comes into the Discord or the Telegram, they get so much helps, like just so much of everything, right? And that's what I want to keep. I want to keep it in a way where people are always like, okay, this is a great community. I want to be in this. This is what I want to be in. And I also want to help it grow. I don't want my community to be like super toxic or people always trying to be, oh, I'm the mentor. I want everybody to feel like a family, because this is where it starts. This is my plan. And I'm not supposed to say my plan, because that's one thing you're not supposed to do. If you want true success, you're not supposed to tell somebody your plan. But this is inedible. This is bound. This is destined, right? I can't even say that word, but this is destined, right? I'm going to grow a community that's going to be so positive that it's going to bleed into other niches, other communities. I want to grow something where it bleeds into other communities and it wears off on other communities and spreads to positivity. Because one thing is, you cannot start from a broad statement, or you cannot start from a broad point. You have to start within. It spreads out like it's contagious, and then it becomes a worldwide thing. Today, I just, wanted to document that. Like, I'm super big on trying to spread this positivity, no matter how much hate I get, no matter how much people hate me. A lot of my community loves me. There's people on the sidelines that hate me. There's people on the sidelines that doubt me. But one thing I will do is always keep pushing for positivity. At the end of the day, I always want to see people win. I always just want to see if we can get the human race to even get all on the same accord. There's really negative people in this world, but you have to think about it. We're all on the same planet just trying to live life. The least you could do is be happy. I know you can go through some shit. I understand. Life throws the craziest curveballs out of you. But think about it this way. If we start spreading the positivity, if we start spreading the hope around the world, we would basically be lifting each other up as human beings. We would lift each other up as human beings, and we'll all be able to elevate because we all have that hope. We're always going to have that feeling like, oh, I can do it because I have 1,000 people behind me, carrying me, pushing me to do the best I can do. There is no fail. You cannot fail if you have 1,000 people, 10,000 people, 1,000,000 people behind you cheering you on. There's no way you could fail. One thing is, the true meaning or the true way to success, and this is not like some guru thing, the true way to success truly stems from your psychology and your mindset. Always. Because the way that you react to things will always determine the outcome. And the way that you react to things will always determine the outcome. So if you react in a very angrily way, you're going to get probably a bad response or a bad result. If you act peaceful, calm, you're mostly going to come out on top. This is with anything in the world. Apply it to anything in the world and watch how it works. For example, let me put it this way. A comment. If I reply to it angrily, it might not turn out well. If I don't reply to it at all, I stay the bigger person, I stay calm, I move on with my day. Let's say you're late to work. Okay, I'm obviously late to work. I'm not going to make it. I'm going to stay calm and not let it ruin my day. You're already late for work. How are you going to get mad? Some things in life you really have to ask yourself, is it really worth it to feel this way? Is it really worth it to feel this way? Is this fixable? Most things in life are very, very fixable. You can fix a lot of things in your life. You just choose to react like a normal human being. We're always gonna, this is why it separates us. Pick up my phone because I'm pretty sure it's about time to go. Hold on. Oh, our flight got delayed. Let me text my assistant. All right. But the way that you react to things will always determine your outcome. It will always determine your outcome. You cannot change something, do not react to it. If you cannot change something, do not react to it, just deal with it, right? Now, I need you to think of all the options because some of you guys will be like, oh, I'm at this situation of my life. I'm gonna kind of sit right here so you guys can see me and I can also talk. But some people have to understand things you can change. Most of the things in your life you can change. You can change your living situation. You can change your financial situation. You can change your mental situation, spiritual situation. You can pretty much change anything in your life. Now, there are some things in life that you cannot change, right? There are some things in life that you can't. You can't change your mom. You can't change your dad. As in, like, you can't change who these people are to you. You can try to change like their attitudes, their personas, but really that's who they are, right? You can't change your family. You're born into that family. That's your family. You can't change that. Those are things you cannot change. You can change your location. You can change where you live. These are things that you can change. You can change your occupation. You can change yourself within. You can get a better body, go to the gym. You could do all these things. You pretty much have a lot of control over your life. But the reason why people feel like that is because they don't believe in themselves to be able to change. They don't think they have that remote to change their lives. A lot of people just need a remote given to them. Like, I give you the hope, so basically the remote, to tell you, here, whenever you're ready, you can change the channel. Whenever you're ready, you can change and lower the volume, higher the volume, change the channels, right? Fix the settings, right? Some people just need that remote given to them, that hope given to them, right? If you give somebody, this is hope. This is hope. This is knowledge. This is wisdom. Everything, right? I give this to you. You now grab the phone, grab this hope, grab this wisdom, grab this knowledge. You take this, you look at it, and use it. When you use this, you can change your life. You can change your channels. Now that you can change your channels, you can do whatever. The endless opportunities that you have in life now are endless because you have this now. Some people are born with this. They're born with the hope. They're born with the knowledge, wisdom, the people, the connections. They're born with this around them. So it just naturally falls in their hands. Now, this is what I'm trying to get to. People who have this already, or people who obtain this in general, if you obtain this in your life, right? You just have to give this to them, right? And the crazy thing is, when you give this to them, you're still going to have your own. You can even copy this, copy yours. And this is a Nintendo Switch, but you could take this. This is yours. You go make some videos like this, or talk to some people, make events, or do something, make videos, record on your phone, send it to somebody else, and you're basically transferring that hope and that knowledge to that person. And you're still going to have yours forever. You're just going to send this, like how I'm sending this video to you, showing you this video. You now are gaining that knowledge. You're now gaining that hope. You're now gaining that wisdom. So now you're going to take this video in and you're going to be like, okay, I have the knowledge. I have the wisdom to do what I want to do. I have the wisdom now to change the channel to what I want to watch or to what I want to see. Right? So all in all, I just really wanted to kind of sit here and talk about the fact that, you know, this whole like lending event was definitely great. It made me think about what is to come. Like with me personally, I don't like setting goals. I tell people all the time to set goals because some people don't think in the same way. That's cool. That's okay. Everybody is different. Everybody is at an outlier. Some people are outliers. Some people are not. That is okay. You have to be okay with being normal, or you have to be okay with being a just regular human being. And this is not me saying I'm a better human being. I'm a regular human being too. But the way of your thinking, the way of your mindset is not always going to be the same as others. And that is okay. But that is why we do this. So then you can gain a piece of that mindset or that piece of that knowledge, because you're not going to take in 100% of what I'm saying until you watch the video over and over and over and over and over and over, and you adapt and you build that mindset. You have to adapt and build that mindset that you're looking for in order to get to where you want to be, right? I wasn't, how do I put it? I wouldn't say I was always this way. But once I started getting into trading, I definitely started to think more self-consciously about who I am as a person, because the charts itself brought out a lot on me. Like, it just brought out a lot. It showed me that I was very greedy. I was very selfish as a person. I was very impatient. These things was brought out to me. So then I was able to you know, kind of come in and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing wrong. I need to change the channel because this is obviously not working. So with this being said, I just wanted to come on here and kind of give you a little bit of mindset. You know, like, once again, I'm making this second channel for a bunch of psychology videos. So you can always come back and look to it. And I can keep ranting all day. I can definitely keep ranting all day, but I definitely feel like you need to leave out with the mindset that once you obtain this remote, you should at least come into your heart to want to share this remote with somebody else. I know it took you years to get to where you want to be. I understand that. I understand it took you years and years and years to get to where you want to be, months and months on end, days and nights, sad, depressed, unhappy, like discouraged. I understand. But why would you want another human being to go through that? You was obviously the superhero. You made it through, so that makes you a superhero. Right? You've made it through. If you've went through so much, I understand that you go through so much to get to where you're at. But once you hit that success, you finally made it, don't let somebody else struggle. They're going through the same thing you're going through. I understand, but if you already made it, you might as well help them up too. It's not going to hurt you. Right? So I just all want to end this video with just be a helping hand to everybody else. Just be that helping hand, that hero, so that we can all grow as positive as possible. Right? Be the value to the people. Provide as much value to the people as possible. And yeah, I just really hope that we can change the world starting from within, starting with day trading, these YouTube videos, and later on progress. And yeah, I really hope we can really change the world. So see you guys. ICC for life.